Hello, the game has started and it's my opponent to go first. I have a pretty poor rack. I'll get rid of 2 eyes with iwi. And then the rack looks fairly decent. Just 8 points. There are higher scores, but I don't want to burn the S and wreck the rack in achieving the highest score. Hopefully I'll draw at least 1 consonant. And I don't. I draw 2 vowels, so that was most unfortunate. Just wondering if there might be a 5 vowel 8 with the right floater. A V. V's are usually quite good for vowels. Aero. I have the aero prefix. Erosive, no good. Over, no. Just not seeing anything. So I think Evo looks alright. It's exactly the two, the rack leave I left last time. Hopefully, actually I might play Evo with another E. Terrible pickup. Duplicated the A and the I, and I picked up the U, the most undesirable of the 5 vowels. So yeah, pretty far from a bingo here. Race, okay, that doesn't really help me. That's a shame I don't have a hook for race. And I'm just vowel heavy here, so most unfortunate. I'm going to exchange. Yeah, there's nothing really worth playing here. Yeah, I'll keep this. This is a pretty good 4-letter set. Slightly better. Still a little vowel heavy, but should be able to score at least with the J. Pretty dismal 22. I have Yura for 56. And I'm wondering if there's an A I can play off rather than keeping 2 on the rack. Yeah, I'll go with Yera for 56. Annexes, no. So I have Sax. That'll work quite nicely. Sorts out all the duplicates and doesn't give back a whole lot to opponent either. Decent score. Best possible 4-letter rack leave from the initial 7. So hopefully doesn't remain available, and opponent has scuppered my plan there, so that's a shame. Sax and Evos. Does Evo take an S? I think it might not do, actually. It's one of those that rings a bell as not taking an S. Get rid of that. Let's have a look. Sax takes an E, but yeah, I didn't think Evo took an S. So what to do with this rack? Yura doesn't either. Ah, races and sacks. That'll work. Sacks does take an E. Opponent might well have an E. Go with sacks. That's nice. N races, careens. Yeah, there's probably 1,000 bingos there. Opponents exchange 2. I'm just wondering if I can get my C doubled and then play an E here. Cleanse, yeah, that'll work. Ooh, very risky. A Z play here down would be brutal. But 94, is it worth the risk? Yeah, I'm going with it. Is there a way of ending in ES? Not seeing it. Not a good pickup. 3 R's, a Q, and no U to speak of. Pretty awful. But the rest of the rack, not bad. AERL, I suppose, wouldn't be a bad 4-letter set, especially with just one L to come. Now, as I say, a Z would be... Oh, a Z could still be awful, but opponent has bingoed and scored 85. What about Reeler 20? What to do with this is an interesting position because, yeah, I don't want to hang on to the R, but I don't want to leave this hotspot alone, because even an F or a H or a W, there's so many tiles here that represent a 50-point play, or if it was a Z, possibly over 100 points. So I think I'll take this out. Yeah, I think I'll go with Reeler. Not a good pickup. I mean, I know I've created a hotspot and an easy score for opponent, but that 10N down was awful. It could have been so bad. So, what to do? Pretty hot spot here. Yeah, I thought opponent. Now, wow, is there really nothing I can do here? Coro. Yeah, Coro's nice, 39. QI. I can play QI here. Face value for 24. And not a terrible rack leave, undoubling the eyes. Opponents played Dopey, doesn't give me much to work with. I think this is probably the best spot for the Q. 24. Yeah, I'm going with this. Also 24 if I play QI here, but I think this is fine. Now, close to a bingo, but not one that I can see off the bat. Opponent looks like he has a vowel shortage with that last play. So maybe gout for 13. That looks all right. Okay, gain, and now I've got the duplicate B and I. So how about bio? I'd like to get rid of both B's. No, I think bio looks okay. Webinar. Wow. Does that play? Nope. Webinar is not going to come down on this board unless opponent creates a magic opening for me, and I can't see that happening. Braw, or brew actually, because there are 3 E's to come but just 1 A. And what have we got here? Headpin and pinhead. Don't think... Oh, again, no opening provided. Now, brace... I forgot about braces. I could have played... Wow, I think I could have played Bawr, B-A-W-R. Is that good? Or at least Bear, B-A-R-E. That would have been a close to 50-point play, but brew wasn't bad. Mutt, gout. Now, TH. Nope, nothing jumping out. I don't know what to do here. Ahi, maybe? Pretty mediocre. Mediocre 25. Go with that. Oedipian. Oedipian through a I. Yeah, that's Oedipian. No I to play through. Deponed. No. Panned mid. Ooh, some nice tiles remaining. But I think I have enough of a lead. Unless opponent can score a massive bingo. I think I can play penned here. 28. And then what to do with Toia. Toia, or what are the other options? Well, I've got axe, and that's not an outplay. Toia doesn't work anymore, but Zoia doesn't. Toia, matter, no good. So opponent has blocked my outplay, but I guess OE. I don't see an outplay here. I'll go with OE. 15. And then opponent should go out with FIE. So FIE, opponent can play. Oh, he doesn't go out. And I'll play my A. Well, X and L I think looks okay. Yeah, go with that. For 10. And that's the end of the game. 453 to 341. Thank my opponent for the game. Let's see what we missed. Back to the beginning. Now, opponent had wavy, goes with way. I had iwi, it does score top on the equity score. And then opponent's got lavi, that's not one you see every day. Navi and Vavs. He goes with Vavs. Erosive, there was a 4-timer. 40 points with an A, that's definitely best. I just saw the vowel heaviness of the rack and thought, let me get rid of a couple of vowels, but I didn't actually contemplate the high-scoring 4-timer, so that was a bit of a rushed move. Opponent's got Carol for 22, goes with race. Urari for 10 through the R, but very volatile, leaving an I right below the O1, so I didn't like that. I went with an exchange. And then opponent's got null for 8, and Yura for 56 was best here. Runaways, that's a nice way to extend ways, and nulla is good as well. So runaways. 8C, it was actually from here, runaways. Good rack leave, but opponent had a better rack leave, and that's a decent score. Sax for 33 was best from this position. And then opponent's got, he exchanges here. And I've got cleanse for 94, but Akeen's for 94 as well. ACH, yeah, that's also a bit of an obscure one. And that would have left an S rather than an E next to that triple. Flasher for 85, good score for opponent. Reeler was best. I took a bit of time on that move, and there wasn't anything better. Toady for 41, opponent goes with Yond. Koro for 39, that looks alright. Gook for 48, even better at 1L. Graces and Gook. That's an extra 9 points. That's quite nice. Yeah, I do like that. But Koro also took out a hot spot, so I do like that. And actually it kept the G back for the hook for next turn, even though I didn't notice it at the time, but that would have been a good strategic consideration. So Dopey comes down for 30. Yeah, looks okay. And then Chi for 24, but Gory for 36 at 1L. Again, yeah, missing the hook. Gory with an I instead of a Y, and Gary as well. Gora too. There were a few 36-point plays there. And now opponent's getting close to a bingo, but a vowel shortage. He plays Matt, and then a Agouti for 41, 1K. Getting the G front hook again. Agouti, A-G-U-T-I. Can spell that with an O in there as well. But yeah, I went with gout. Now, N Gould for 74. That's quite nice. Opponent doesn't spot that. Goes with gain. Now, Bio for 22, but Bob again. Totally forgot about front hooks for races after mentioning it mid-game. I totally forgot to look back in that top right-hand corner. Funny how that happens. So I just went with Bio, and then now out guide for 72 through the U. Is it? Using the second, out guide. That would have been nice. Opponent goes with go, and then Brew, and then Boar is the one that I mentioned in mid-game for 56. I noticed it shortly after playing Brew. And then opponent's got Mitt, no bingo here. Goes with Mutt and Daphne for 37. I went with Ahi. So that was pretty suboptimal. Where was Daphne? M8. Daphne. That's quite hidden. Very nice. Daphne for 37. And high as the rack leave. So Ahi, and then opponent's got Dewitt for 14. That was best. And Daphne again for 37. Penned for 28. And Pondered B10. Pondered, getting the P tripled. Yeah. That's not bad, although no point giving opponent a chance at a 9-timer when you don't have to, even if it looks highly unlikely. Went with penned, and then opponent's highest score was Fries for 43, so the game was already won at this stage as opponent plays sits for 42, and there was an outplay onto the N. Where was the N? There's an N here, but there's another one at 3A. Hidden again. Eoan. That would have been nice. Yeah, that was a miss. And I went with O, and then opponent Fizz, and that was Axe to go out. So that was the end of the game. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.